Here is a tutorial for quadratic equations. We've got x in the square root and y in the square root. The way to solve these simultaneous equations is, first we need to say the first part, equation 1, second, and equation 2. Here we have to first start to assume, to make it simpler, a simplified form of quadratic equation. Then we have to say x in the root, let it be m, and then y in the root.
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world but keep the sky on your mind.
Minus 19n plus 38. Now 20n minus 90n is equivalent to 1n. Minus 4n square minus 10n square is equal to 14n square. Now we've got here a square form, so we can take n square out of the equations. Here we've got n. Then we can take a common out from here as well. Here 38 and 19, bear in mind if we multiply this by 2 we can take the 2 common out, so that will be minus 2, so 19 will be out. So we've got a common for this square here, we got a common here for the 2 minus 10n squared plus 2n. We go a common for n to the power of 4 minus 4 times n to the power of 2. So when we take all the common out, what we get is n squared minus 2 to the power of n. So for this part, and then we got 10n if we take out from these two, so we get n minus 2, and then we get 19 out, so we get n minus 2. Now what you see here is n minus 2 form, so we are trying to get more of n minus 2 from the equations. N squared minus 2 squared has got a simplified form, which is n minus 1 times n plus 1. So 2 times 2 is minus 4. N times n minus n square. So the 2n to n, because positive and negatives they cancel out. So if we put this back into our previous equations, what we get is n square n minus 2 times n plus 2. So we replace this part by n minus 2 plus n plus 2 minus 10n times n minus 2 minus 19 times n minus 2, which is equal to 2. The reason I put this coloring n minus 2 colored in 3 of the part is that it's to make it simpler. So now in the next step we'll take it out as a common. So n minus 2 is common, so if we put the all the others in the bracket, so we got n square, n minus 2 is out, n square times n plus 2 minus 10n times n minus 2 is out times n minus 19, n minus 2 is out. Now to make these equations is equal to 0, all we need is n need to be 0. So we got n which is equal to 2. We can go ahead and try to solve these equations, but for our purpose we've just found our answer. All we have to do is check it and see if what we get in the numbers. So because we have said y is equal to n squared, so y would be is equal to n to the power of 2. So in this case y is 4. Now if we get back to our first equations, we have m plus n squared, which is equal to 7. Now we say that n squared is 4, so if we put 4 into that place, we get m, which is equal to 7 minus 4, so m is equal to 3. So we know that x is equal to m squared. So what we get is x is equal to 9. And y, we got it before, is equal to 4. So the way to really check this is, let's check it. We check these numbers into our equation 1. We get root x, which is root 9, which is 3, plus y is 4, which is 7. So equation, it fulfills our first equations. And in our second equation we got x, which is 9, plus root y, which is 2, 11. So 9 plus root 4 is 11. It fulfills our second equations. You can look at the summarized part of the equations here, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.